Welcome back, MTG Joe here, and today we're going to be trying out this Gruul burn deck in Historic. So tracked games on Untapped GG. Collectively the community's played 440 matches with this deck, and it's got nearly a 60% win rate, which is pretty high for best of one. So I want to give it a shot. So we'll run into the deck itself, but as always, if you do want to track your own games, Untapped GG is a great resource and it's free to use, so you can see like all my deck tracking, everything like that. So it's in the video description if you do want to try it out. But to the deck today, this is a Gruul burn list, so we're playing pretty much identical to what we see on the site there. I revised the mana base a bit because they didn't have enough green sources, so we just added a full play set of pathways. And Rootbound Craig, you're really only playing it for a Tarkus command, but you still want to be able to have it and just untap lands at all times are better. They had 2 Chain Whirlers and 3 Bone Crusher Giants. I'd rather the full playset of Bone Crusher Giants. Chain Whirler versus something like Elves is good if they don't have a Lord out, but there's a high probability they have a Lord out. Soulscar Mage does help by shrinking it down, but basically it's a very aggressively slanted deck. You're turning things sideways. You have Burn and Shock, Lightning Strike, Wizard's Lightning, and a Tarkus command with chip creatures that you can give anthems to. So let's take it for a spin on the ladder, see how it goes. I love me some aggressive, as you can tell, all my variations of Gruul, and then 9 lives. Let's see if we can burn out some folks. So this is going to be really interesting because Elves is very popular, which we should probably have a pretty good matchup versus. But there's still quite a bit of life gain and angel decks. So I want to see how it plays out against something like that. Opponent goes first. I think this hand is more than reasonable. Next turn we can go via Shino if needed. And then we go to town. Weird. Still think we're doing this. They Reanimator? They're Mill. Okay, well, they're not gonna interact. Let's just kill our opponent. So I think we're gonna do this. Just go face here, I think. Tarka's command is lethal on board. Another cool thing with Untapped, you can see like all your in-game tracking. So they've hit one of Tarka's command. We got Bo1 I guess this does shrink Lavamancer. Shark for 2. I think I'm actually okay doing this. This puts him dead to basically any burn spell, any of our creatures. Bye, friend! So what this deck will do a very good job of is like these do-nothing decks, just absolutely punishing them. And back in there. 3 lands, no problem. We're only playing 20 lands in the deck. You pretty much curve out at 3, but most of your stuff is 1 or 2 mana. Diego Diaz. Sounds a bit awkward, but I think we keep. thing is, I really want to hit my next land drop. Just because our turn 2 is just huge otherwise. And the thing is, I'm likely going to lightning strike this, especially with them hitting Wily here. I could Bone Crusher, but they can sack it in response. And then I lose the Bone Crusher. Lightning Strike is better against Krenko though, so maybe we are willing to. Play draw here is pretty big. I think I might want another land. Oh. So what opponent should have done there is sack their Goblin. It would have fizzled my Bone Crusher. This means they missed a land drop. So I feel like I want to punish them. Because their late game's better than ours. Really want to land here. Deciding if they want to pop this. Cool to race. This gives this haste. We also have this that I could come down with haste, as well as this. We're going to be on defensive mode, likely. Oh, if we had a land. They're still 2 lands away. Oh no, if they have a land, they can Iron Crag feed into Muxus. Which can get me. I'm gonna cut this Chain Whirler and add a land. Cool. Bye, friend. Let's add a land to this deck. Goblins is largely unrepresented in the format, so let's add mountain. It's kind of 2 games where, because the thing is too, we have 4 Ramanop runes, so we do want to see like the additional land. Give me a sec, just gonna turn on a light. Actually, that should allow us to play Jengantha as well. We need to add Jengantha as our companion. It's likely Shock. Team or Arcanists. We just want to control this. I should add Jengantha. We'll Shock next turn, play out both of these. Alright, well, we played around it well. So we're doing this. Shock the opponent's face. Take out Sprites and McGrites. Next turn, play this. Avatarka's command ready. Hit them for a lot. Hit them for a lot. Any burn spell gets them. Ramen Up Ruins gets them. Bone Crusher. Shock. Lenny Strats. We the real burn deck. Splashing in extra color. Yeah, let's add Jangantha. That was... Opponent did one good thing for us. They let us know that Jangantha is a card we should be playing. Our companion. Companion. Jagantha. Jagantha. Whatever. Big Elk. What doesn't have our... Oh, Burning Tree doesn't let us. Okay. There was reason to the madness. Reason to the madness. Easy 3-0. Pretty quick with this one. I think all those games took like 2 minutes each. Easy keep. Two minutes. 3 minutes, 2 minutes. I think I'd rather hold this burn. If they're mono black aggro, if they have creatures, the downside with this is if they do have something like Fatal Push, it makes this a lot worse, which they do. Heartless Eye. Well, we're a professional Magic the Gathering player here. Got Knights. We're doing this. Just try to get him dead here. Easy kill here. So I can take him off Knight of Eben. Leaves me fairly weak if they have Spawn of Mayhem. Could alternatively just shock that, but I think we're just doing this. This also gives me an out if they have Rankle. You don't do anything. Need one burn spell here. Bone Crusher. Any of these Wizards Lightning. Viashino's decent. We got Strikes, Shocks. Another Lava Runner. Sick. Bye, friend. This deck's actually pretty sweet. As long as we don't run into life gain. The fact we can use our burn to control the opponent's board is really good. I love this stat. 4-0 in under 12 minutes. That's a keep. The trick, always have Teferi. You have Death Touch. I can Lightning Strike. I think we're just doing this turn. If we draw land, I can do some shenanigans. If not, I can just play out both of these. This could be mono black vampires. I just don't want to trade that. Cool. Get rid of that. Because what I can do next turn is play out both of these. Let's see what we do here. So I can Lightning Strike this. This deals 3 plus my 2. So we're really only getting one thing through. I think we just need to try to go lethal. Actually, because this gains a life as well. Because that's 6 points of burn. 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so that's that's 6, 9, 12. I'm one short. They do the Sorin. I do it again next turn. can do it like that. I could shrink the Sorin down one. Because I want this to kind of surprise them. Should have probably killed this. Would have forced the block. I'm like 2 points of damage short. Okay. Do it again next turn. These stupid vampires are actually really good against us. That seems a little risky. Too much life gain.
I bestow a mighty curse.
Maybe we were supposed to kill the Dire before. That one was iffy. The Death Touch more than anything got us there. That was good. Keep. Kind of would like to draw either a spell or like a non-creature spell or another land. Don't want to commit this to green just yet, but we will if needed. Because our next turn's likely via Shino. Perfect. Easy kill, so they're on Mardu vehicles. Land would actually be nice because we could stomp a blocker and a Tarkus command. If not, we just play out Bone Crusher, I think, for the turn. Let's see what they do here. Just get this out of the way. Their Bone Crusher now basically dies for nothing. Or it doesn't do anything. If they play out Bone Crusher, we still can chip in a couple points of damage. It's actually interesting. I think we do this. It's not worth just for 1 point of damage if we get a burn spell. Just them having another blocker there. We got a lot of burn left in the deck. Art of Kieran's, whatever. Gotcha! Got him good. Let's see if we can get to plat tier 1 with this list. See, if you kill him before you need to draw cards, and you don't need to draw cards. Tarka's Command doing a really nice job there. Need a haircut. I think we keep this. Just hope to draw a green land. $21 lands, so 18% of our lands produce green. This one's a little bit more of a sketchy keep because if we don't hit green, it's a little weak. But I think turn 2 this, turn 3 having this as an option is good. Also, if the opponent just disappears. Opponent. So while we wait for the opponent, Untapped is very cool. If you haven't seen it yet, lets you do a whole bunch of deck tracking. So we've played 6 games, 20 minutes. You can look at all your deck activities, see your opponents. We can see what the opponent's deck was by clicking as well. Just make sure we don't kind of time out, so you can see the cards. So if you go long games, you want to see, hey, that opponent played a cool deck. How do I see that deck? You can also see it like that. And it's free, which is the best part. You can also... like with the deck section, it'll sync your collection and tell you which of the decks you can build and stuff like that. See, like they have some really good sample sizes, so you can see what decks are well performing. Opponent might be AFK. So sometimes I find decks from like Untapped, sometimes I brew my own, but it is nice to see like we're in an internet age, so crowdsourcing ideas is a great and useful resource. You know, it's never shame to net deck. It is helpful just to think of ideas, stuff like that. Opponent, if this wasn't ranked, I would just concede and fire up another one, but I think we just take our potential win, go up to plat tier 1, and we'll wrap this up as a video. See, I kind of wanted to see how this hand turned out. This was one of our more iffy keeps. I don't know if you can hear my dog. She's sleep yipping. Alright, head explode. We're too good. Boom. Plat tier 1. We'll take that. So 6-1 with that, 5-1 in real games, in a game that we were almost there, so almost perfect run. The deck is pretty sweet. Play this version, not the first ones we played. But definitely something to keep in mind. If you like good aggressive decks, want to just play games quick, Gruul Burn, something to check out. Anyways, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and if you can, like, comment, and subscribe. Have a good one.